Beautiful. Come on now.
Good job. Whew. That's it.
You can do it.
Damn it.
Welcome back to Top 10 Mysteries. Dear friends, let me ask you, how much do you weigh? Share in the comments section below. If there was a super big world competition held somewhere, it would not be possible to have all the contestants present, because there are contestants who are so fat that they cannot leave their room. They have to use a crane to bring them down and break down the wall to get in. So who are they? What did they do to gain that weight? And whether they have successfully lost weight or not, let's explore with Top 10 Mysteries through the video 9 Fattest People in the World. KHALID bin Mohsen, Shari. This is the person at the top of the list, with an unrivaled weight, to become the fattest person in the world. The number 610 kilograms is enough to make you amazed. Currently, the world has only recorded one person with a weight greater than Shari, that is John Brower Minnock, an American, who passed away in 1983, weighing 635 kg. KHALID became famous in 2013. A 17-year-old boy from Saudi Arabia was called the fattest boy in the world by the world media. Because he was overweight, KHALID had to stay in bed for 3 years. All activities had to be helped by relatives. He also had to face many diseases and was even at risk of dying early. Words fly like the wind, and the wind brought the information to the late king of Saudi Arabia. At that time, he immediately ordered the government to rescue KHALID. But the job of moving 610 out of the apartment on the top floor of the apartment building was not easy. They had to use a special crane bought from the US, and it took hours to do it. At that time, the image of the giant boy sitting on the crane, wearing sunglasses, attracted everyone's attention and went viral in international newspapers. But after several surgeries to remove excess fat, intense training, and a strict diet for 5 consecutive years, KHALID has completely transformed beyond recognition. He is said to only weigh 63 kilos and looks slimmer than the people sitting next to him, perhaps the most successful weight loss person. Manuel Uribe. In January 2006, Manuel Uribe, born 1965, from Monterrey, Mexico, was awarded the title of the heaviest man on the planet by the Guinness World Records Organization at 560 kilos. In fact, the man had been sitting in one place since 2002. Back in his childhood, Manuel was a chubby boy. When he grew up, he weighed 115 kilos. Then, due to his job as a computer engineer in the US, he sat in one place and had little exercise, so he quickly became obese. Since the summer of 2002, Manuel has been bedridden, depending on his mother and friends for eating, drinking, and bathing. By 2007, I heard that he had lost weight to 381 kilos. It seemed that he would gradually regain his form. But after a short time, Manuel's weight steadily increased to 444.6 kilograms in March 2012. Because of his excess weight, he had the opportunity to appear in various media, including an introduction on TLC's documentary series Half-Ton Man, shedding light on serious health challenges. However, love, despite weight, helped him mark a rare time, leaving home for 10 years in 2008 when he married Claudia Solis. However, to move to the wedding venue, relatives also had to rent a large truck to pull his bed with wheels up and take him away. The happiness did not last long before the man was asked for a divorce by his wife, the reason for which is probably everyone can guess. On May 2, 2014, Manuel was taken to the hospital for an irregular heartbeat and was transported by crane, but the result was still not possible. He passed away at the age of 48 with a weight of 394 kilos. Of course, when Manuel was transferred to the crematorium, the family had to rent a large flatbed truck for the funeral. So both on the happiest day of his life, when he got married, and on the day he passed away, this man had to rely on a truck to move. Please comment RIP to express condolences to Manuel's family. Manuel had to use a truck to move, and the following man needed the support of a crane to get out of the house. Robert Butler. I want to work. I want to start a new career. I would rather die on the operating table than die in this bed, is the confession of an American man born in 1972, Robert Butler, who shocked the world with his weight of 544 kilos. Every year, Butler's weight continues to increase, and it makes him unable to walk or sit in a wheelchair. All activities in the house require help from others to get up, not to mention the financial pressure due to limited mobility and work, making him unable to pay the rent. Once, Butler was lifted by a crane out of a nursing home in Providence, Rhode Island, before being transferred to a truck to the hospital after the nursing home was forced to close due to non-payment of a debt of $2 million USD. Notably, it took the rescue team nearly 7 hours to bring this 544-kilo man to his new home less than 13 kilometers away. Looking back at the past, Butler had to live in a nursing home alone in a room for nearly 10 years. The loneliness and emptiness made his health worse. Whenever he was depressed, he would eat French fries and order a large pizza. After that, Butler was taken to the nursing home to prepare for gastric bypass surgery, but he never lost the weight that the doctors required. On the contrary, he gained weight. Therefore, no doctor agreed to operate on him because it was too risky. In the end,
I love you, Bobby.
the man passed away at the age of 43, leaving behind painful regrets for his family and the community. Behind a half-ton man, there is a half-ton woman. AMAN AHMED. The fattest woman in the world, as big as a bed, weighing half a ton, is named AMAN AHMED, born in 1980, living in the city of Alexandria in Arabia with a weight of nearly 500 kilos. At birth, she weighed 5 kilos, and at the age of 11, she could not walk and was forced to crawl because her body was too fat and she had a stroke. Growing up, IMAN spent more than 2 decades lying in bed, with serious problems with mobility. Many health complications such as diabetes, high blood pressure, and kidney failure, as well as psychological damage. She was also diagnosed with elephantiasis, a parasitic infection that causes her limbs to swell many times larger than normal. In February 2017, when her weight reached 499 kilos, her family was forced to take AMAN to Mumbai, India for weight loss treatment, partly because she had brain problems, which left her bedridden. Due to her large body, she had to be moved by crane to a chartered plane before she could reach her destination. Due to her weight, AMAN was denied a visa, and no airline agreed to fly her from Egypt to India. Then Egypt Air agreed to support her family. In March 2017, she flew to Mumbai. The plane had to have its cabin repaired to be able to get her inside. On March 7, 2017, the surgery was performed at Saifi Hospital, and 2 days later, doctors announced that the surgery was successful and said that the girl's condition was stable. She was then able to sit up, and doctors expected her to spend a few more months monitoring and doing physical therapy before returning to Egypt. After 2 months, she returned to her homeland to continue her journey to a slim figure. After a successful surgery at Saifi Hospital, India, she lost 100 kilos. After learning that she was only 400 kilos, she was so happy that she wanted to jump on the bed. Then gradually, from a weight of 500 kilos, AMAN lost more than 300 kilos. However, before she had gone far, this woman suddenly passed away at a hospital in the United Arab Emirates on September 25, 2017 due to complications from her condition. Behind a half-ton woman, there is another half-ton man. Kenneth Brumley. Dubbed half-ton dad, the 1,000-pound American man has developed a unique body shape. As a child, Brumley played sports and maintained an average weight, but after moving to California at the age of 19, he stopped playing, and the weight began to accumulate. At his heaviest, Brumley consumed about 30,000 calories a day, more than 14 times the average person. Because of his excess weight, he was bedridden for 15 years. After being admitted as a gastric bypass patient at Renaissance Hospital in Houston, a fire crew had to break down a wall in Brumley's house to get him out because the door was not wide enough. Thanks to the special care of experts and adhering to a strict diet, limiting him to 200 calories a day, and throwing away 9 servings of food in the trash, he lost 165 pounds in just 40 days. Brumley was also the main character in the Channel 4 Body Shock documentary, Half-Ton Dad. Since then, he has been known as Half-Ton Dad. Along with those who are born fat or accidentally overeat, there are those who hope to weigh 700 kilos. What? The fattest woman in the world. To become the fattest person in the world, SUZANNE IMAN from the US, who weighs more than 300 kilo, tries to absorb more than 20,000 calories a day. She shared, "I'm trying to see how much weight a human can reach." To get the necessary amount of calories, her daily menu is very huge, with many nutritious foods. She and her 2 children usually go to the supermarket once a month, and it takes up to 8 hours to fill the supermarket trolleys with food and to move around the supermarket. She needs the help of a special wheelchair. Ignoring the advice of her own doctor that this could kill her, she affirmed, "The fatter I get, the better I feel." Every day she measures her blood pressure, blood sugar, and weight. The mother of 2 sons is also a fan of the group of beautiful plus-sized women. Her decision to be beautiful and healthy also created an enthusiastic response from the people in the group and received financial help to achieve her goal. It can be said that she ate until she went bankrupt. She even got engaged to the second person, Mr. Parker Clack, 35 years old, a chef who loves cooking for her and also supports her love thoughts. What do you think about the decision of the mother of 2? Will it help break the prejudice about fat people? Please leave your thoughts in the comment section. Same group, same boat, passion is hard to give up. Come to the next golden girl in the weight gain village. Donna Simpson. The woman born in 1967 from the US is known as the heaviest woman in the world, with a weight of up to 450 kilograms, after going through a period of going against the thinking of girls. In 2012, she was listed in the Guinness Book of Records as the world's heaviest woman to give birth, when her weight was only 241 kilos. Therefore, she constantly tries to eat a lot to become the fattest woman in the world to compete with her above. Simpson can only move on a wheelchair when going to the supermarket, eats a lot of cured meat every week, and tries to walk as little as possible to save calories. Her favorite dish is sushi. When eating, she eats up to 70 large pieces at a time. To gain enough weight, Simpson will have to consume 12,000 calories a day, which is 6 times more than the standard diet of women. With that huge amount of food, $815 evaporates every week. Donna also has a website where people pay to watch her eat, and the money helps her reach her goal. However, turning around at minute 59, perhaps realizing the danger of being overweight, Donna set out to lose weight. She eventually got down to just over 100 kilos. Luckily, she wasn't as fat as the girl in the video's avatar, otherwise there would have been no hope of losing weight. World's fattest man dies after losing weight. Keith Martin, who lives in England, was once recognized as the fattest man in the world, weighing nearly 370 kilos after the previous champion, Manuel Uribe. His measurements make everyone admire him. 1.72 meters tall and has a waist of 1.8. Yes, his waist is even bigger than his height. Mr. Keith Martin has not been able to leave his house for 10 years. It takes the help of 8 strong young men to move this fat man. Every day, he consumes about 20,000 calories, 9 times more than the doctor's recommended amount. His daily menu is too huge. In the morning, 8 slices of bread and 8 sausages. Lunch includes a lot of cake, cookies, and coffee with sugar. Dinner is 16 sausages, a large bag of chips, a lot of grilled meat, and coffee with sugar. His body is getting bigger and bigger, and no clothes can fit his body. Fasting is harder than going to heaven. He underwent surgery to remove 3/4 of his stomach, but weight loss surgery could not save Keith Martin's life, and he eventually died at the age of 44 from pneumonia. Arya Permana. Arya Permana, nicknamed the fattest boy in the world, from the small village of Cipurwasari in West Java, Indonesia, baffled doctors when they saw a photo of the obese boy playing in a water tank. At the age of 11, Arya weighed more than 190 kilograms and had to wrap himself in cloth because no clothes fit him. At that time, the fat boy spent all day eating, addicted to carbonated drinks and instant noodles since the age of 10. In one meal, Arya can eat enough rice, fish curry, beef, vegetable soup, and tempeh, traditional soybean, to feed 2 adults all day. The boy can't even go to school because he can't stand or walk. let alone have the energy to go to school and keep up with his studies and daily activities. On hot summer days, he often has to sit in a water tank to cool down. Just like that, the habit of overeating and lack of exercise made him gain weight instead of losing weight, while his parents, who are farmers, did not know how to help their child. However, at the age of 14, Arya weighed only 82.5 kilos, losing more than 100 kilos. All thanks to doctors and experts. They established a diet of fruits and vegetables, plus daily walking, exercise, and swimming. After 4 months of application, Arya lost 9 kilos. Doctors also embarked on a stomach reduction surgery, creating a shape like a banana, only 30% of the original size of a normal person's stomach, with the aim of reducing the boy's appetite. Thanks to that, he successfully reduced from 186.4 kilos to 169 kilos in just 3 weeks. With a strict diet and regular exercise for 5 years, he lost 107 kilos. And if the audience of Top 10 Mysteries is a little overweight, don't worry. Take this boy as motivation. Today's video content ends here. The audience of Top 10 Mysteries, which of the above people is most impressed by you, please comment a name. And don't forget to like and subscribe so you don't miss out on thousands of other discoveries. Goodbye, and see you in the next videos.